Okay guys, so in today's video we're going to be looking at how to make decoders. We're going to look at three different decoders. We're going to look at vertical to horizontal. We're going to look at horizontal to horizontal, so flat to flat, vertical to flat, and then we're going to look at flat to vertical, and we're going to look at how to build those. So I hope you guys enjoy. Stay tuned. Don't forget to join the Discord, like and subscribe, and let's get started. Okay guys, so today's video is going to be on decoders and encoders. So I figured before we went into any arithmetic, I just want to kind of get sort of converting back and forth between numbers kind of down in terms of binary. So there's several ways to build literally everything. So this video is going to encompass all of those ways to build things. So let's get started. So to start off, we're going to examine, let's do a decoder first. We're going to, first off, do my favorite type of decoder. We will build 4 bits, and we're going to have an address starting at 0. Let me get another color instead of that. Actually, I was using terracotta. I was getting kind of used to terracotta. Kind of like the muted colors. Okay, so we're going to build up like this, and the idea here is that we're going to place a component here in that block. It's going to have redstone on here, and that redstone will hop up like this. Like that. You can use glass or whatever you prefer. I just like to use slabs. Anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to fill it with zeros, and to fill it with zeros we just put repeaters. And now this is going to stack 2 wide, so we're going to do this. And now we're going to place redstone here. And now we're going to stack this 15 times, because it's at 4 bits you can have 16 addresses, which is the same as having 1 and then stacking it another 15 times. Like that. Okay. Let me get rid of that. So we have our decoder. Now if we want our inputs to be synced, for instance, we can do 2 things. We can the input to output can be synced by putting a block here. Is that the halfway point? That should reach all of them, like that. So your input could then be there. Or you could place a repeater at the beginning here, or like full power into here, a repeater there, going that way. And then your outputs, you'd have to sync them by adding delay to the quicker ones and not having delay on the shorter ones. Or adding delay on the quicker ones and not having delay on the ones that took longer. So we can do both. I'll show you both ways to sync this. So if we place we keep this all zeros, and we're going to say the bottom bit here is going to be the 0th bit. The second bit is going to, or the bit above that is going to be the first bit. The bit above that is second and third bit. So 0, 1, 2, 3. We have 4 bits. So I guess we can do it like this first. And obviously, since I showed you that you can move your inputs there, we'll just build this one to show you the other way to sync it. Okay, so if we put in 0, we want it to output 0, which it is doing right now because we're going to invert all of these outputs, which means they're all outputting 0 because they're all encoded 0. Which means if we want to encode a 1, we place a torch here like that. Now this line is a 1 and a bunch of zeros above it. And now you can see when we turn on a 1, we haven't encoded the rest here, so the 0 turns off, well, turns back on, I guess I should say, the default state, when it's not true. And the off state is the state that it's true. So when this is off, that means the condition is true. So it's not 0, it's 1 right now. Okay, so now let's put a 2 here, and then we can put a 3 here. And now you can see that what's happening here is the bottom is alternating 0, 1, 0, 1, yada yada yada. So if you need to make this really big, you can just stack the bottom section. What you do is select here and select there. See that box that got formed? Or maybe what you do is select there, yeah. Select there and there. It's a 2 high, 2 wide, and a 4 long block box. And you can stack, since this is 4 bits, and it alternates, so that's 16 long, and it alternates every 4. We only need 3 of these then. No. What am I thinking? No, we need 7 of these. There we go. And now if you just update all the redstone. Because world edit sucks like that. The other way you could do it is just update the line here. That's why I'm doing that. So yeah, let's put the repeaters in where they need to be. Oh, we did all the top ones but this one. Oh, because that line just got stacked, that's why. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so now what we can do is notice that this top one goes 0, 0, 1, 1, then it's going to go 0, 0, 1, 1. So you can do the same thing as stacking. You could stack the beginning 4 wide section several times. Or you can just build it by hand because it's so short. Oh, I screwed up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we have to place repeaters back here. There we go. And now the next step is doing the third bit. So now it's going to go 4 zeros in a row. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to put 4 ones. 1, 1. Wait, what? Oh, I knew I was screwing something up here. 0, 0. There we go. Sorry, guys. This needs to alternate every 2. I'm sorry about that. I was getting confused with the next level. So we alternate every other 2 on the second level, every other 4 on the 4th level. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the last 4 are turned on. It'd help if I didn't break that. Alright, there we go. And now the top level is the easiest. We know that the past here there's 8 zeros because signal strength runs out, so over here we're just going to put 1s. So now you have a decoder, and of course you can also put some on the other side as well. You can stack these on here and put like decoder addresses over here as well. If you wanted to shorten it in length, that's perfectly acceptable as well. But now if you wanted to sync this, what you could do is position 1, position 2, expand 1 stack 15, and then we could just update them like that. Okay, so now you can see when we enter 0, that one's off. When we enter 1, it goes to the next one. 2, we can just keep moving it down the line. But you can see once we get past here, these ones have taken 2 ticks to get from here, where these ones take only 1 tick through there. 1 tick there, then this one is 1, 2 ticks for that torch, and then there. So what we have to do is then add 2 ticks here. And now you've synced it. Okay. Okay, so now let's say, well, let's examine what's going on here. So we have 4 vertical inputs, and we're outputting horizontally. Well, what if you didn't want your inputs to be vertical, which I don't know why. Vertical inputs are like the best. But I'm going to show you still, there are a few examples where you would need horizontal. So I'm going to show you now how to build a horizontal stacking, so a 2 wide tall stacking, or no, 3 wide tall stacking? I don't know. Yeah, well, you'll see. It's an example of what's up there. A smaller one of what's up there. So let's say we have 4 bits. 1, 2, 3. So we're going to have these separated by 2 blocks in between each one. And then our vertical inputs are going to come like this. And then our outputs are still going to be below. Like this. So what we want to do is be able to put a 1 here, or a zero. Zero's all on the first line. Yeah. So sorry. We want to tell this first line here that it's 0. This first line, or the second line, that it's 1, so on and so forth, up to 15. All right. So let's just stack this, I guess. And then we'll restack it again when we fill it with zeros. Position 1, position 2, stack 15. Okay, cool. So now what we're going to do is fill it with zeros on the first input here. So the way we do that is we're going to put a block here like this over the line, which means this has to come out like this, which means I have to restack. Alright, there we go. So now what we're going to do is we're going to use slabs here, and we're going to put, or you could use glass, I just once again prefer to use slabs, and we're going to put a block like that, a block like this, and that's how we power into that line. So now you can see if we enter anything that's not a 0, that line gets a 1 on it, just like here. If we enter anything that's not a 0, the 0 line gets 1 on it. Okay. So now how do we encode the next line? Well, let's first just not get too far ahead of ourselves, and we can just let's do position 1 there, position 2 there, copy, paste, yeah, perfect. Okay. So what we can do now is we have zeros going into the first one. Now we want 1. Let me undo. I should paste here. Yeah, and then what you'll see is sum over. Okay, perfect. So what we need to do is we need to see that here is going to be a 1, because this is going to be the least significant bit, so it goes 0, 1, 0, 1, so this is going to alternate like this every other one. These two lines need to be 0, 0, which means we need to rethink how we're going to actually do that part right there, and the easy way to do it is you can just drop down like this, and boom. So now this powers both the left and the right side, so we don't have to put 2 in a row like that and have any sort of feedback. So we can do the same thing here. And since it's 3 wide, you never have to worry about them running into each other. And then you do the same thing here. Okay, so now we have the first bit done. So now what we can basically do is go ahead and fill in everywhere there's going to be a 1, we can do that now. So 1, 1, 1, and then it rolls over to 4, 5, 6. Oh, I didn't even realize he was there. 7. My bad, Volkov, if you're watching, or if you're going to watch this in the future. 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so we're going to put a 1 on all of those, aka torch. Yeah, we're almost there. Because once we have all the torches laid out, then that can make it really easy to place all the zeros. We're going to have to put some more redstone dust on the end there. Alright, beautiful. And, oh, and this decoder will be fully synced as well, guys. Okay, so now we're going to put zeros here, which to do that, we just bring this block up and go like that, and go like that. So now you can see like that is an easily stackable design. So we can just position 1, position 2, I don't know, stack 7, expand 1. There. So now you'll see that this goes 0, 0, or 1, 1, and then what we can easily do is like this. I guess you don't even need to use the slabs, but I just use them anyway. You can go like that, and now that's stackable design. You can stack from here to there. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. Stack 3. So that should go. Now we can. I guess we're gonna have to place back the torches. No, is it 1, 1? No, it's just. I couldn't see. So now we have 0, 0, 1, 1. Oh fuck. Okay. Gotta put those back. Cool, okay. Now this one is going to go 3 zeros in a row, and I guess we can mimic what we did over there instead of doing this, because that's a lot more clean in my opinion than doing that. We'll just do this here. Like that, yeah. We'll change that up, sorry. Alright, so if we go like that, oh shoot, just gotta move over one. In like that, in like that. Okay, so there's that. And now we need to put... Oh, okay, no, we can't do that here. Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry, guys. We definitely cannot do that there because we need to have 4 zeros in a row, not 2. And so to do that, we need to do this. Yeah. I don't think this guy knows that I'm filming a video right now, but I guess he'll be in it. Oof, oof, oof. Okay. So there's that, and I guess we'll build the rest of that by hand as well. Alright. There we go. So now we have 4 zeros in a row, 4 ones in a row, 4 zeros in a row, 4 ones in a row. And now we just have to put 8 zeros in a row here. Alright, so now we're going to have 4 zeros in a row. Like this. There we go. Okay, so now if all of our signal strength is coming from here, and we want to sync this, I was admin for like 4 years there. Yes, or no, no. Alright, so we're syncing this by, we have to be careful where we place these, because we want anything, we want all this stuff to be done after. So you see how this one powers onto there, so it has to be after that. So that's all perfect in sync. So now what we can do is on the output, I guess we'll just position 1, position 2, expand 1, stack 15. Okay, cool. Okay, so now what we can do is we can say these ones are all before this repeater, and these ones are all before this repeater, so we can add no delay here. We'll add 1 tick of delay here to all these ones in between these. And now we'll add 2 ticks here. And now your decoder is synced. So now we have a flat decoder. So now what you can do with this decoder design is stack it so that that one below is right there. So that's the purpose of this design, is so that it stacks 3 high like that. So for instance, what you can do with that is stack it 3 high like this, but this is a 5-bit wide one instead of 4 bits wide. Same concept. So yeah. Okay, so we have discussed 2 types of decoder so far. So for flat to flat and vertical to flat, what if we want like flat to vertical? Okay. So if we're going to have our inputs come in flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, and let's put a repeater, for instance, right here. We're going to do this. And now we're going to go flat to vertical. Okay, so the idea here is that when you power in, it'll go up, and now you can tap off at several stages. So to tap off at several stages, we're going to build like this. We just need like that, and then we'll encode. We'll either replace those blocks with torches or repeaters, depending on what we need. So now let's just build this up another level. 2. It's really that easy. Just place blocks there for now, or replace it later. Position 1 there. Position 2 will be here. It'll grab the top of that redstone and place it on the top of that block when we stack it vertically. So stack, we're going to stack at 15. And now we have to test our signal strength. And yes guys, this is also going to be synced because everything I build is synced. And if one is going to be, if one output's going to be slower than the rest, there's no point. We might as well make them all that same speed. Alright, so there's how we extend the signal there. And so the reason we break this block and replace it with replace this slab with a block is so that this can power down like that and then come up. So that then has to extend up 1. Yep. So this always happens. So then you have to do the same thing here. And we can also use World Edit for this if you didn't want to build it by hand. You can just do this. Position 1, position 2, expand 1, expand 1, stack 3. And then just update it. Oops. Okay. So now that we've done that, we'll worry about syncing it after we've encoded our values. So if this bottom one is going to be 0, we just have to replace it with repeaters. Okay, so if this next one is going to be 1, this is going to be our least significant bit, and this is going to be our most significant bit. Just like here, this was our least significant, and that was our most significant. So we're going to put a 1 here. And then this one will be get a 2, and then a 3. And if you just code all your 1s first, so the easy way to do this is alternate. And by the time you get to the top, so that means this is an extra one. Because the last one that you do will be ending with a 1, because it'll be all 1s at the top. Okay, so now this is going to go 0, 0. I guess let's do the zeros here. Whoops. Okay, so now let's do the zeros. 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1. Okay, now we do the 1s. 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0. Perfect, okay. Now we do 4 zeros in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now 4 rows of 1s in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now 4 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're done. And now we just do our 8 1s at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we put our zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now to sync it, we put our repeaters on the output. Stack 15 tall. And now we know that these ones all need okay, cool. So these ones down here need, well, let's start from the top. This one is 1, 2, so then we have to add 2 ticks like this, like that too. Oh, it's 3 really from that, so now 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And now we have a sync decoder again. And now you can see, if you input, say, the number 3, third layer is turned off. Or the fourth one, 0 through 3 is the fourth one. So that is how you build a vertical decoder. So we have just built 3 decoder styles. Next tutorial, we will be looking at how to make these torchless and still keep them synced. Alright, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay, and it looks like this isn't working, but it is. It's just because this is blocked by that repeater. So what we got to do is position 1, position 2, move 1, stack 15, and then we can just toggle this bit right here, and then we're set. Now it's fixed. Okay. Well, thank you guys. Please subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Also, don't forget to join the Discord.